Time to do another video on bullshit cultural appropriation of all things Asian. This one has to do with Rick and Morty, so that's funny. So it's a double whammy for me because I deal with bullshit all the time, and Rick and Morty is the greatest show ever. So on the premiere of season 3, which was April 1st, Rick revealed that the overarching plan of Rick and Morty for the next 9 seasons, 92 years, is to bring back the Szechuan sauce from the Mulan campaign at McDonald's in 1998. So, of course, we have someone, a true genius, and obviously an expert on Chinese culture, saying how inappropriate that is and how offensive it is to the Chinese people. And this person is Yasmin Tayag. You know, traditional Chinese name or not, she's not Chinese. She talks about it how the sauce isn't even Chinese American. You're not American either. You're a Filipino in Toronto. You're Canadian. You're Filipino. You're not Chinese. You're not American. You live, well, you don't live. Well, you live somewhere near America, and your ancestors come from somewhere near China. But as I tell you fucking people over and over and fucking over again, just like the other Filipino who can't separate himself from other Asians, all Asians are not the same. You're Filipino, you're not Chinese, you're not Japanese, you're not Korean. You kind of look alike. You know, if I want to say all Asians are the same, there's fucking people in Russia. Are you them? No, they're white people. Fuck you. There you go. So, this fucking idiot, let's read her goddamn article. It's on, actually, it's not even on, it's on a different thing. I'm clicking on the Heat Street one, but that brings you to this bullshit article. Basically, one, she says, and it's not Szechuan, it's Sichuan. It's spelled Sichuan. The old form of romanization was the SzE, because the actual pronunciation is like Sichuan. I can't even do Chinese, but it's kind of like that. You know, if you look at it in Japanese, it's Shisen. So, what the hell is the fucking point of arguing? There's over 100 dialects of Chinese, so you're gonna get over 100 different pronunciations. You're just, you're just saying bullshit here just to sound like you're superior to, white people because you happen to look slightly different. And you don't look Chinese. You know, my town, like I say every fucking time, my town is a majority Filipino town. If you think that any Filipino is going to be mistaken for Chinese, then, I guess you haven't been around Filipinos. But yeah, total bullshit. Yeah, so she says that rolling out Szechuan sauce, I'm going to pronounce it Szechuan because, that's how the Chinese restaurants here that are called Szechuan Dynasty, that's how they pronounce it, which is funny because there was no Szechuan Dynasty. It was an area that was comprised of Ba and Shu regions, blah, 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 during all the different dynasties. So, this Filipino person who was acting like the Chinese wrote, in fact, rolling out Szechuan sauce with the original Mulan, it was itself problematic, though critics were less aware then of how the film collapsed millennia of complex Chinese history and culture into a flat, oversimplified pastiche. Please don't use pastiche, you're not French, you're from the non-French part of Canada, and that's cultural appropriation. Maybe they just cared less. Yes, they did. People weren't bitches back then. Either way, it's not surprising that the country's elaborate cuisine and varied flavor profiles were likewise distilled into the catch-all sweet, spicy, sour Chinese condiment, the aforementioned Szechuan sauce, and served up alongside all-American chicken McNuggets. Well, yeah. Chinese food in America and Canada and anywhere outside of Canada, anywhere outside of China, is set to the taste of the people in that country. Like, you're not going to go to a Korean barbecue place, which there are thousands of here, and get a silkworm larva. You're not gonna get dog. Well, you might get dog and cat. There was the restaurant down here, and yes, they did get busted for selling cat meat twice. But whatever. And also, this Filipino person goes doesn't even get it right here. While we've come a long way since Mulan, we unfortunately still live in an age where Scarlett Johansson is our best Japanese actress. You're a fucking idiot, see my last video. And Asian men are beat up on airlines for no reason other than gross ignorance. Well, that guy was beat up on the airline because he was removed from a flight and then broke security protocols by running back onto a flight, so that's one thing. There's no telling whether McDonald's will actually bring back Szechuan sauce, but the last thing Asian Americans need is a sauce to obscure the diversity of their cultures with the same shade of faceless, nationless, Western-approved brown. So, you know, there's nothing Chinese Americans, Asian Americans need worse than someone who would mix all Asians together. Yeah, that would be horrible. It'd be like a Filipino person complaining about something Chinese. Um, that upsetting them, saying that that's their culture, or a Vietnamese guy on a plane, or a Japanese character being portrayed by a white person. That would really suck if everything Asian was condensed into one instead of their diverse cultures being shown. Fuck you. That's the end of the video because I'm not even gonna go. You made your own point. I don't even have to continue.